Coming up on Mobile Learning in the Classroom, Flipped Classroom Essentials. Hi, my name is Trainin, and this is Mobile Learning in the Classroom from TechEdge, and today we're talking about Flipped Classroom Essentials, and at the heart of the Flipped Classroom is the ability to deliver content to students on video. And you have two options really. You can create your own videos, whether there's screen captures or video of your face or even on a PowerPoint or something like that, but what I want to talk about today is actually the other options, and that is using videos that are already out there, that are useful, and that are above all free. And there are two great sources for a variety of topics. Most of them revolve around math, science, economics, and other topics like that. So not necessarily for reading or writing, not necessarily for art, although there's some art history in there as well. And what I'm talking about is first and foremost the Khan Academy. I've talked about Khan Academy 2 or 3 times, and again, I like going back to some old apps and checking what's new, is it being sustained, is it being innovative, and pushing the envelope and keep adding to it. And it is very clear that Khan Academy keeps doing that. I like Khan Academy on the iPads for one reason, and that is the ability to download content and then use it offline, which is really important if you have students with devices, but not necessarily with consistent the ability to connect to the internet at home. But there is also the ability to use it online through a computer, but then you need to be constantly online. So that's the one advantage of using it on an iPad. Otherwise, it's the same content. What you can see on the app from Khan Academy is you've got a lot for math, you've got science, you've got economics and finance, arts and humanities, which is a lot of partner content that they didn't make themselves, but they've added to it. They've got some AP, especially AP art history, and then they've got information from partner content, and that includes different museums across the world, and lots of other options. I really enjoy exploring that, and so you can see, for example, the All-Star Orchestra, and these are lessons. So the difference between the original Khan Academy and this is they've built more and more structure, and so it's not just video. You can definitely just watch the videos, but you can also have activities that go with it, thinking activities, challenge activities, quizzes, and all of that. So you get a lesson, and this is obviously going to be on a video. And as that video goes along, you start learning about these features. And so this would be about music basics. I know very little about music, so I actually enjoyed this. And you can see this goes fairly deep. If you look throughout all of this, you get masterpieces, and then you get instruments of the orchestra, and you can scroll right and left. There's a lot of content here that you can learn from. Another one that I found incredibly interesting was from Pixar. So Pixar in a Box is a series of lessons about creating stories and eventually creating animation. But what I enjoyed the most is actually that section called The Art of Storytelling. They talk about storytelling, how they think about stories, how they start. They talk about the revision process, how do you introduce a character. They have activities, so you can see, for example, you actually get activities here that were created by the people from Pixar to make sure that you have some guidance to how to do this. So this is, for example, the elevator test and how you do that. And so there's great opportunities to learn within the Khan Academy. And again, especially in math and science, you can see, you can choose the grade. Let's just, for the sake of argument, choose 4th grade, and you can see that there are all of the tasks. There's a description of where you're at, how much have you mastered. I've played a little bit, so I've got 11% mastered. And every time you do an exercise, it also supports you. So if you make a mistake or if you're not sure why, you can go back and explore. So for example, if I do this kind of work, I can listen to Salman Khan explain how to do multi-digit addition and how to work through it. Calm voice, you can focus only on this. There aren't too many things happening on the screen, so the ability to focus, especially in 4th grade, is fantastic. And again, you can download this. And I love the fact that they have the script running on the bottom, so if you don't understand something, or if you can't hear very well, or if you don't want to use the sound, there's still the ability to follow what's going on as long as you can read fairly quickly. And then you can then do the practice. And I love this feature because this feature actually allows you to write the numbers down, so you can do the math on a piece of paper or even right here, and then you write the number. So it's 7, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. Let's try this. And then you can check, and it says try again, meaning it wasn't true. And if you need help, you can get help. And so, and you can also move on. So you can skip it, move on, and then go back to it. But if you're stuck, you can watch the video and get the hints that you need to go on. So there's a lot of support here without being too pushy and without blocking you from moving on. If there's something you're not clear on and all of the video isn't helping, you can still move on and then get some human support to make sure you get the help. So this is Khan Academy. Great content, great depth, including the practice, including the ability to even draw the numbers and do all of that work. I find that they keep really high quality information there, high quality videos, very clear and crisp instructions. I think it's a great resource if you're going to flip math or science classrooms easily. In art, as an addition, definitely. The other resource that I want to talk about is a resource that I personally love, and this is Crash Course. Crash Course are a series of videos, and this is really mostly videos that are available on YouTube. And when you go to thecrashcourse.com, you can see the span. So you can see this is definitely science centric and history-centric. That's where they have the most, some social studies, government, and other things. And then there's a potpourri of other things, psychology, mythology, etc. And there's great variety of videos. They walk you through the required knowledge. And in the case of history, world history, American history, etc., it really follows the requirements for AP history. So it's a way to help students who are doing a high school curriculum to get another source of information. I don't think it replaces reading source material. It definitely does not replace having richer, more robust chapters, but it's definitely a very good way to flip and make sure that students are coming to your classroom with some of the information. So just to give an example, if you go into the economics, what you can see is just the depth of where all of these are going. There are over 30 separate videos with very specific topics within, in this case, economics. And that way you can get a lot of information. Each one of these has a little bit of a demonstration of what's in it, where to find more information, and then the actual video that is usually very energetic, lots of production value to make sure that it's delivered in a way that's engaging, very informative, and very, very condensed. So this is Crash Course, or if you're looking for it online, thecrashcourse.com, and it's another great source to flip your classroom. So today on Mobile Learning in the Classroom, we talked about resources for flipping your classroom, and I'll see you next time.